Hello everybody, it's Tanya from Dolly Day's Nursery. Oh, and our storm has passed. Thank goodness. This has been a wicked storm. I think the final count is like 71 centimeters in some areas, probably a bit more. That's my husband. That is our driveway. And we don't have a snowblower. Oops. And we don't have an ATV with a plow on it. So it's the good old-fashioned shovel out. So we have quite a large property when it comes to the area that needs to be cleared. This is being taken from the window of my nursery. And we have all this area plus what's out back. Yay. But we're thankful. We are one of the very few places that did not lose power. They lost power right to, we're kind of like sandwiched in between communities that lost power. So we are very thankful for that. And if we would have had no source of heat. So anyway, but it's a beautiful day here now. It's getting cloudy here now, but the sky was so blue just now as I was taking photos. And the wind is gone back quite a bit. But some other properties have more snow than we have because I guess they're smaller, and I know my brother opened his door and couldn't even see his two vehicles in his driveway. So, nor could he see out the door. The snow had compacted right against the door. So, yeah, we're thankful. We really are. We have a small area on the side of our house that the wind just blows all the snow away, so there's no snow clearing needed there, so that's good. But anyway, let's get back to my video at Dolly Day's Nursery. Okay, so here we are. This is little Jack. I'm going to do a New Year's tag. I know it's like the 18th of January, but you know, it's still never too late to talk about goals for 2020. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately. So, and I'll try to pause when I have to cough. I've got this little cold that I have, and it's right in my sinuses and everything. But this tag, I'm not sure if it originated with Love Me Some Reborn Babies 2, but that's where I heard it came from when I watched Wendy Weeby's tag. There's 6 questions in total, 5 and 1 bonus one. So the first question is, what goals do you have for the new year for your reborn hobby? Goals. Well, I want to grow my collection, my personal collection. I don't have a whole lot in my collection. I now have Jamie by Adri Stoetti. I do have Ethan as my very first reborn I ever bought. And he's Larry by Natalie Blick. I have Celeste is the very first reborn I ever made myself. And I have Caleb. I also have Martha Grace. That's my Rosie that I made to take to Rose Doll Show. And I have my Little Smile by Phil Donnelly, which is my contest baby that I took to Rose. And he's been up for sale, hasn't gone anywhere, so maybe he's staying. I don't know. And I do have Lexi. She's she's not one I reborn myself. I bought her from Delightful Reborns, and I also have my mini BG, which is my memorial baby of portrait baby of my daughter. So I think that's all I have. Yeah. So I would like to grow my collection. I've been wanting to do portrait babies of all my nieces and nephews. I'd really like this to be the year. I see some sculpts that really suit them, and I need to get them before they are no longer available. That seems to be what's happening to me. And I want to do more videos. I want to spend more time planning and preparing for my YouTube channel. So my plan is to make a plan. I want to create a schedule, like a calendar, that I'm able to let people know what's coming and what to look forward to, and to stick to it. So, that kind of helps me when I have a plan and for a certain date that this has to be done or whatever. Mind you, sometimes I do procrastinate, and having a calendar of what to do by when really, kicks my butt into gear. And so I just want to do that as well. As for my nursery and my business of reborning, I'd like to add new photography props. I don't have a problem with the creativity of taking nice photos of my reborns, but I am lacking in the supplies I need to do that. So I really want to expand on what I have, expand on what to have in order to, do the best photos to promote my work. And also, I really, really, really want special boxes to pack them in. This has been on my mind for the last year, and I've looked it up every once in a while, but in the last 2 weeks I've been really concentrating on trying to find where I can get custom-made boxes. Unfortunately, they are an arm and a leg. One specific place, I checked it out, and for 50 boxes it was going to cost $750. I mean, my gosh, it's a bit of cardboard, and but now I understand why. I found on McPherson's that they have 2 boxes that you can purchase, and they have the pattern of Peter Rabbit all over them. They're $29.99, which is, of course, USD currency. Now I understand why. Because they are expensive. And they only get cheaper by how many hundreds that you purchase. So I don't know. Maybe there's somewhere local that I can get them done. But of course, the specifications that I was giving, maybe it was too big, and maybe too thick of a corrugated cardboard, because in my mind I just wanted something that would be durable. I could wrap it in packaging wrap and post it. Whereas maybe I should be just looking for some kind of like a retail type of box that is softer and can fit into another box. So maybe that's another option. So those are my goals. Yeah, so I mean, I really want to utilize my YouTube channel a lot better than what I've been doing. And it has nothing to do with monetizing and all that stuff, because really, you don't get rich unless you have millions of subscribers. And even then, nothing is guaranteed. Like, you have to have the likes and the views and everything to keep it going. So, like, come off it, it's not somewhere to look at to be rich. I'm sure many people can attest to that. But I do want to utilize it better, and so, I will be coming up with some kind of a schedule to create videos that I'm going to upload. And definitely want to be more intentional in making my videos, and be regular about it. So if it's not every day, maybe I could say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and be regular with those days that people know when there is going to be a video. And I guess I should say too that I really want to create a new website. The one I have right now is just a free one, and so there's a lot of limitations. You can only have the styles that they have. Your galleries can only be created to what they're allowing you to use, versus a paid for website. You're open. Those restrictions come down, and you have more things available to you. So I'm really looking at opening a new channel, because the one I have, it seems like I have to remove photos in order to add more photos. That's not what I want. I want to have an ongoing record of the reborns that I'm making that are available, and the store part of the website is very important, and the free one I have is like so crappy. It doesn't work properly, and when I need to mark one that's been sold, I can't do it. So then I go in and try to edit what the description is so that I can say this doll is no longer available, which, I mean, that's not being efficient. So that's another thing I want to work on as a goal. But in the goals part, really, I've gone ahead of myself. In that first question, there's parts. So, if there's new artist sculpts that or new artists that you want to get work from, new sculpts and old sculpts that you want, if you're adding dolls to your collection, if you're downsizing, or if you just want to maintain what you have. Well, I have no trouble maintaining what I have because I don't have very much. I do want to add dolls, which I said, 2 nieces and 4 nephews. And there are some sculpts that I want to get, new and old. So, Maddie and Liam, Ellie Sue, Saskia, and Harriet. Question 2 is, do you have a plan to add a different doll to your collection? And meaning like Blythe dolls or Cabbage Patch, Barbies. There's more. There were more listed, and I can't remember what ones they were. I do have a Cabbage Patch doll. It's from my childhood. I have most of my childhood dolls. I have a large collection of porcelain dolls and of Barbies as well. But I think what I would like to add is, and they're reborns, but alternative reborns, like Avatar. I'd love to have Avatar baby. Um, I sold Grinch, so I'd like to have another Grinch. Um, I definitely would love to have a Raggedy Ann and Andy. Um, when I was a child, my bedroom was decorated as Raggedy Ann and Andy, and so that would mean a lot to me. And I'd love to have a monkey. I see monkeys and I love them. I'd love to have a monkey, and I'd like to have a unicorn as well. When I was a teenager, everything was unicorn. Every birthday, everybody gave me unicorn. Everything had to be unicorn, so I'd like to have a unicorn reborn. Question 3, what sculpt surprised you this year, good or bad? Well, in a good way, this sculpt, Jamie, I had to have him on camera. He surprised me the most because I've wanted him ever since Sylvia Esguerra did the prototype and released her work. I fell in love with him, and something kept drawing me to him, and now I know what it is. He is a portrait of my nephew. Oh my gosh. And I guess it didn't become clear to me until I passed it over to my mother, and she said, he looks just like Benjamin. And then when I had my family in for family dinner, my brother was here. That's his father. And I said to him, I said, what do you think of him? And he said, he's cute. I said, do he remind you of anybody? And he said, yeah. And I don't know if he never finished his conversation, but anyway, I think it just kind of hit him in his heart that it really do look like my nephew. So, that's a huge surprise. And question number 4. Is there a favorite baby in your collection? Well, I have 3. The first one is Celeste. She is the first reborn I ever made. Jamie, of course, I just said. He's representing my nephew, so I guess now I only have 3 nephews to do. And Minnie Beegee is my all-time favorite. She is the memorial baby of our daughter Abigail, and so she's definitely a forever baby. Number 5, how has this hobby changed since you entered it? Well, I don't know that it changed. It's just that I've become more aware. I know scamming is not a new thing, but recently with all these scam sites that have been on Facebook and Instagram, it just really bothers me. And I mean, I know all along that people have been out there scamming people, stealing sculpts and reproducing them themselves and all that stuff. That, that's, yeah, that's happening. But when you see a video, I think what really stirred me the most, what really shook me the most, is when I saw the video and I recognized almost every single doll and owner in the video. And that really scared me. I don't know. It really upset me because it kind of brought it home, like when you recognize someone. Not that I know everybody personally. I mean, some of them I've met, some of them I've had Facebook conversations with. And then to see that they were taking video clips, and it's including children, like minors, and they're using them for their own advantages. I mean, obviously they don't have permission from the parents or guardians to use those videos of the minor children, and to see the lengths that they go through, that they're willing to do that, really shakes me. And how many people they're pulling into that. And I've spent quite a bit of time making comments Especially when I see someone say, oh, I want the one with this color hat on, or I want the one, you know, that can take the bottle in its mouth. And I have to comment on these things because I would not have a peace in myself to know that I've seen this, I know the difference, and I'm not telling people. So I spend quite a bit of time writing comments, and lengthy ones as well, and, advising people, listen, if you want a doll, you're only going to get what you pay for. And yes, some of them can be pricey, but artists most of the time are willing to take payments and make payment plans as long as you're willing to commit to keeping them. Join the Facebook groups for reborns and talk to actual people. People can recommend good artists to you, connect you with them. Be safe about how you're buying your reborns and who you're getting them from. And that it's always better to buy your reborn from an individual artist rather than one of these advertisements, get your baby now or whatever. So that, I guess, is not something that's changed in the hobby. It's just that it's become more noticeable to me, I guess. And especially where I make them myself, it just, it does affect our sales as well. So, when people are getting scammed, they don't want to take chances. And also the negativity in the community. I know I'm not brand new to the community, but there is so much putting other people down. I mean, I loved this community first when I joined it, and I felt like everybody was encouraging everybody, but I don't know if it's jealousy or if it's competition, what it is, but it seems like more and more people are at each other, bringing them down. And of course, a lot of that is due to some of what have happened since Rose Doll Show, with some controversies and some unsettling lawsuits and stuff that are happening, which is very unsettling. So that kind of just drains some of the good out of it. And then I feel that, well, I have anxiety. I've suffered PTSD for almost 7 years now, and that affects me. And so then I'm less likely to watch a video just because it affects me and brings me down. So I guess that has changed things for me. I do work outside of my home now, so I work a full-time job plus I reborn, and so my time is split between the two, and I often don't have time to sit down watching videos that much anymore. That will change a little because Santa Claus was so nice to grant me my wish that I wanted I wanted the Bluetooth earbuds, so that when I'm watching videos while I'm painting or rooting, if I have to get up and leave my workstation, whether it's to put doll parts in the oven or go do something, I can walk away and not have to pluck out those earphones and still continue listening to the video that I'm on. So that should allow me to have more time now to listen to some videos. Now, the bonus question is this: what is your favorite videos to watch? Right now, I would say my number one favorite videos to watch are the tutorials. I've been watching those for 2 years now, and I can't get enough of them. Some I watch over and over and over just to sink it into my brain, like a sponge sucking up everything I can learn. And some of them are new, some of them are just the repeats that I just like to refresh on. Box openings have always been one of my favorites, and I would say definitely nursery updates and nursery tours and stuff like that. People updating, what their collection is now and showing around their nurseries, and that is enjoyable to me as well. But so that's the tag. Pretty much all done. So if you like to do that tag, it's still not too late. We're still in January. And, there's still 11 and a half months left of this year. So lots of time to work on some goals and share it with us all. So, yeah. But anyway, this little guy is definitely going to stay, I think. And I do like his cuddle body, and especially now that I've put the armatures in, especially in his arms, so that his arms can stay where you put them. And of course, if you're holding him up, they don't stay like that because the armature don't go all the way through and connect. But he is so adorable, and now that he seems to be the portrait baby of my nephew, my plan for dark hair is not going to work out anymore because he's a blondie. So I'm going to have to give him some blonde hair. I need to find the photo that I have. I have a photo of when the day he was being christened. And he has his christening gown on, and I have him in my arms, and his mouth, I'm pretty sure, is identical to how it's open right there. But he is such a good match to him. I'm awestruck. Woo! Don't you love when that happens? And it is such a surprise. So, and I love this little outfit. I had an outfit there to change him into, and I don't know if I'm going to change him yet because I love this soft, cuddly little outfit on him. So, anyway, happy Saturday to you all. And as we continue to get cleared out from all our snow, we do hope you have a good weekend. And I will see you in the next video. So here's to making some plans for some videos to come. And a regular schedule at that. So take care, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.